guys, welcome to another video by Boom Shaka. I am so grateful for so many comments. I'm so grateful. You guys have no idea. Thank you for all the comments. Keep them coming. Keep the questions coming. I get a lot of ideas from your comments and from the stuff that you send me, so I can create more and more videos and more insightful, hopefully, videos for you guys. So please, please, please keep on commenting. I do try to reply to all the comments, so stay tuned for that, yeah? In today's video, I wanted to speak to you guys about something really interesting to me that has been developing in my life specifically. And I don't know if it is just a me thing or an INFJ thing. I think it's an INFJ thing because several of you have messaged me saying the same thing. And basically, the idea or the basic tenet of it is that INFJs have these enormous walls around them, around their heart, around their minds, around their bodies. We need a lot of personal space. We need a lot of time space. We need a lot of space in general. We have a lot of walls, and you might kind of get to know an INFJ a little bit better, and they'll take off one wall, like they'll kind of remove one wall for you to see a little bit more into them, but there's another wall that you hit, and then they take maybe that out, and then there's another wall that you hit. You could also think of it as layers, as a peeling of an onion. The more you peel our layers, the more layers are revealed, and the more we protect ourselves because we're really careful that way. You know, we have a lot of protective needs for some reason. We are this kind of person where we don't want everyone to know. It's impossible for everyone to know what's going on inside of us. No matter how well you know us, which is very rare as well, you're never going to really get to know an INFJ really well. But even if you are one of those people that we've kind of revealed a little bit to you, we've kind of shown a little bit to you, we still have a billion layers to us that you're not going to see. Ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I know myself and I see myself and I reveal a little bit of myself to people and they're so happy. They say, oh my God, I feel like I know you really well, and I feel like we're soul sisters or we're like soul brothers and sisters, whatever it might be. And I think to myself, it's so interesting to me because I'm grateful that you think that you are close to me and that you see parts of me that I've never shown to someone else. But it is sad to me inside to think that, you're never going to see all of me. And perhaps it's not even sad, it's just a normality for me. You're not going to see all of me ever. No matter if you're dating me. Actually, a lot of times we actually hide a lot of ourselves when we're dating people, as I've spoken in earlier videos, because we're perfectionists and we don't want to show all the different sides to that person because we're afraid that they're going to use it against us. Our parents, they know a lot about us for sure, but they will never know all about us because we are very private individuals. My mother always laments about the fact that I don't talk to her. But I'm like, well, I do talk to you, but there's a limit to how much I'm going to talk about myself. I don't like talking about myself. I don't want to talk about myself. And so I'd rather talk about you and let's talk about what's going on with you. And so I always am very good at diverting all the topics back to them, right? And then if they're complaining too much or if they're being too whiny, then that conversation's over and I walk away because I have really strong boundaries. I guess these walls could also be considered as boundaries. It's really interesting to me because a lot of people come to me and say, you seem very self-assured and you have really hard boundaries. I think that's because I am an older, wiser INFJ, but I've developed these boundaries over a long period of time, guys. So if you're a younger INFJ listening, don't even worry about it if you don't have very strong boundaries right now, because that's something you can develop. And I do recommend that you do start developing them because it's extremely important for an INFJ to have very strong boundaries. I love all these walls and boundaries and layers that I have to myself because it really protects my heart. It really protects my inner world. It really protects me from all of the stuff that's out there. Do you know why a lot of people walk around moping about the state of the world, crying about the fact that the world is going to shit, just lamenting about the fact that their life sucks and nothing's going to ever change? Do you know why people do that? It's because they haven't protected their energy from all the stuff that's going on around them. Do you think people did not complain about this stuff 50, 100, 1,000 years ago? I bet you, since the time we're able to speak, people were complaining about the fact that the world sucks, all right? So we're always going to complain about the fact that the world sucks, right? So what we can do and we have to do as INFJs, because we specifically really feel as empaths the fact that the world is being destroyed slowly, that we need to protect ourselves. Now, is that being selfish? Yes. Yes, we need to be selfish. Do you know who doesn't actually change the world? Those people who complain about the world, because they're not actually doing anything to change the world. They're just complaining about it. They're just lamenting and bitching and moaning about it. Do you think they're actually doing anything to change it? No, because they think the world's already crappy and destroyed and there's nothing they can do. You know, the people who actually change the world, they're the ones who actually do something about it. Yes, the world's going to shit, but I'm not going to sit and complain about it. I'm going to create videos that can help people understand themselves better. Or I'm going to go clean up the world's ocean by creating this plastic bag picker-upper like that teenager is doing. You know, I'm going to do something about it rather than complaining about it, right? So that is what we need to do as INFJs, because it's very easy for us to realize that the world is shit and if we're stressed out or we have a hard life or the world is, crying or there's anxiety or there's a lot of people dying, whatever it might be, right? It's very easy for us to be in that mode and to go into that depressive spiral of madness where we don't do anything and we just sit around at home complaining and crying and moaning and weeping and bawling. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you've been there because I've been there myself. And so it's very easy for us to go into that mode. But is that actually a useful mode for the world? No. No, it's not. I'll already give you the answer. It is not a useful mode, guys. What we need to do is we need to protect ourselves with these boundaries, these walls, these layers that we've created for ourselves over time. And you will learn how to do that as well if you're a younger INFJ. And if you're older, you probably have these walls, boundaries, and layers already. And if we have those layers and boundaries, we can protect ourselves. And then we can do the work that is necessary in order to improve our section of the world. If each person did their little bit and improved their surroundings, do you think the world is going to be better off for it? Of course. Even if it is inevitable that the world dies off. If I did my part, my little part in whatever I can, that is in itself a big deal. It is a big deal, guys. It matters. I know Mother Teresa said this, and Mahatma Gandhi said this, like, you are the change that you need to see in the world. And if every person did their little bit, that they would change the world. That's what the world needs. We don't need weeping, moaning INFJs. You can do that in the privacy of your home, and yeah, sure, get into that mode, because sometimes we just need to cry, right? But from that, build your boundaries, and then go out and do your work. We are INFJs. We're unique individuals. We have a lot to give to this world. We need to do that instead of sitting in our room and crying about the state of the world. Makes sense? I know this probably came off a little bit preachy, perhaps, hopefully not. I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's really what I believe, really what I think, and really what has helped me, again, build my boundaries and do the work that I'm here to do. Because for the longest time, I sat around in my room and cried because the environment's being killed, Mother Earth is being destroyed. People are crying, people are dying, children are dying of hunger, all that stuff. Of course, I want to sit in the corner and cry about all that stuff. I mean, come on, right? But instead of doing that now, I actually do what I can. I do the best I can in my own way. That is all I can do. That's all you can do. And that's what we can do, instead of crying about it, right? Make sense? I hope this makes sense to you guys. I just really wanted to share this with you guys because it's been on the top of my head. Just really been thinking about it. And I really, really wanted to share it with you guys. I hope it makes sense. Please do send me any comments, questions, feedback, whatever it might be. And if you guys are interested, you can join my team at patreon.com/boomshaka. Of course, no pressure at all, yeah? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.